السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. It was a hard subject. Of course, the title was Me and Others. You don't say it. So, why? What is it to do with me and the other? Other is everything. How can I relate myself with the existent things outside? Or is there any relationship between me and the inanimate beings or not? So the subtitle was How to Conquer Loneliness. Overcome the problem of loneliness. It means, how can we see that I am not alone in this world? Because people, maybe those people who study this kind of subjects to produce or come up with solutions, they say, you have to be kind to people, maybe contribute to a certain club, join to a club, so that that's how you can overcome your loneliness. But essentially, it shouldn't be the solution. Essentially, I am with you, but you are another person. I am another person. So while I am with you, you may have your own world, and I have my own world. We are artificially and externally communicating. Internal communication, to a certain extent, you may share some sort of feelings together, but it doesn't mean that you are really sharing your world. It is difficult, very difficult. But essentially, we have to find a solution for this. I thought about it a lot, of course, and like other people, how can we solve our problems without having any recourse to external factors, but within myself? How can I make myself free from the pressure of loneliness and feel that I am always with everything? Is it possible? According to the teachings of the Quran, we understand that the world is not as we see it. It's a strange, we have been studying this actually. It is a strange presentation of the world. According to teachings of the Quran, we will of course question whether it makes sense or not. Everything in the creation is conscious. What? The stones are conscious? Yeah. Everything is in the creation is conscious, because the universe has been created by an absolute conscious being. We studied a lot about, we discussed a lot this subject, who is the creator of the universe and made everything made everything meaningful as a means of communicating with the conscious beings. Now, bodily communication has nothing to do with it. You can touch it. but it doesn't mean that you're really communicating with it. Because what we don't need bodily connection. Actually, nothing needs bodily connection. Nothing needs bodily. For example, stone to stone, so what? And my body, your body, touching your body, so what? Do you get satisfied with it? Of course, it depends on, I know, lots of elements and parameters are getting involved into this subject. It's not easy. What I have to define myself, what I am, who I am. First, I have to define myself. I am not body. Are we sure about it? Even my body is not me, but it communicates with me. Don't you look at your things and get excited about their creation? Why? Whatever it is, even your own hands, your own body, or the body of your friend, or anything in the world, are consciously emitting, if you like, communicating the qualities of its creator. Everything, their creator. Communicating to conscious beings. And since I am a conscious being, I am not body, I am a human being. My own consciousness can communicate with this communicating side of the beings. How? It's a simple example. When you look at a young, let's say 2 years old, lovely baby, cheerful, do you feel happy? When you see a beautiful garden or beautiful flower, do you feel happy? When you see a nice comment from your friend, or nice idea you hear, which pleases you, do you feel happy? Of course, the other side of the reality or the creation is correct. If you see an ugly, dirty, nasty, stingy smelling thing, what do you feel? You don't like it. It means there is a communication, right? There's a communication. You cannot say that, for example, it is going to sunset soon. If you see the sunset, because of high buildings, we don't see it. So if you see the sunset, if it is a beautiful scenery, especially this season, you see that because of the horizon and the position of the sun, and it is more colorful and beautiful and lovable. Do you enjoy it? If you go by a sea, ocean or sea, and look at the sea with no end, and there are some, how are they called, the birds? Cuckoo? Not cuckoos, no. Seagulls, not cuckoos. If you see seagulls going up and down, jumping into the sea, catching the fish, you see that some meaningful things are going on here. Do you get excited? I like it, yeah, really. As a person who lived by the sea so many years, so we used to go and watch always the seagulls. They are beautiful, and others as well. You communicate with them. But according to the teachings of the Quran, which says every single thing, let me go there now. Glorifies its creator. What does it mean? Glorifies its creator. Announce the utmost qualities or endless qualities of their creator. They do that. Everything. We have to discuss that. Of course, we have to talk about it. We shouldn't take it for granted because Quran said so. We have to think, really, are they really communicating the qualities of its creator? Are they? We have to question. If you say no, they are not, but don't think that they are speaking verbally. Of course not. Through their own qualities, like let's say, like a painting. What does a painting do? Communicates the quality of art of the artist to you while it is there, although there is no artist speaking to you. Do you get the quality communicating to you? Do you? Right or wrong? So the book is here. There is a book. Author, let's say this book has been written 1,000 years ago. Example. When you read the book, do you communicate with the author? Yes or no? With the author. When you read the book. Yes? Yeah. But the author has died. Example. But the quality is there. Knowledge is there. Still, the knowledge manifests itself through the writings, and you communicate with it. Another thing which is extremely important, from the Quranic perspective, we hear the news that these meanings are transferred to you by conscious beings. Of course, it is very strange, very hard to understand. Why? Because when we look at a book, we take it for granted that I'm reading the book and I'm learning it. I'm learning the knowledge, whatever the information is, transferred there. That's what I do. But I never question how the meaning is transferred to me. I saw it. Seeing is different. When you are dead, it doesn't mean nothing. That your eye see it, not because of only your brain. The meaning is coming to you, and you are communicating with the meaning, and you are under the influence of the meaning. Whether you like it, you enjoy it, you don't like it, you agree, you disagree with the meaning which arrived to you. It is very strange. These are, this subject actually is a subject which we are not familiar with. We never think that, for example, I speak here, and some waves goes into your ear, and you know what I mean. Do you think the meaning is transferred to you by waves? Waves don't know. Waves don't know. For example, another example, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible to understand for me and for you as well. Sunlights come to you. How do they come? How the light is transferred? By photons. Yeah? But photon is not a matter. But because people said they are transferred to me by something, but this thing, you can collect all of them, doesn't weigh anything. There is a means of transportation. Quran says there is a means of transportation of the meaning to you. And Quran names it angel. Angels bring the news. Angels bring the communicate with you. Angels. We never think that angels are the vessels communicating the meaning, taking the meaning to conscious beings if the receptor, is it called? Receptor is open. Like TV channel broadcasting. If the TV machine, the receiver, is off, what happens? Nothing. When you turn it on, it catches the broadcasting. In the universe, there is always broadcasting. Have you ever seen a conscious universe like this? Have you ever thought about, you had a question, I noticed that. Question or comment, whatever. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have you ever thought of this universe like this? Have you? Continuously broadcasting. About what? What do you think the things are broadcasting? For example, the book. Here it is. Oh, it's not heavy one. So, it is continuously broadcasting something. Only if the receiver is open, the communication starts between two. If no one reads it, keeping it upside down. If no one reads it, it communicates. Although it emits the meaning is there, transfer, but we never think that there is paper, there is shape, there are shapes, different shapes of ink, and there is also meaning. We never think that the existence of meaning. Here, engraved in the writing, we call it writing. When you consciously start reading it, for example, if I look at it without any consciousness, what happens? It doesn't communicate because the receptor is not open. When you start getting it, opening it, the communication starts. The broadcasting reflects in your capacity of understanding, whatever the consciousness. We will pray 36. All right, in 3 minutes. Your question before I go deeper.
So I've been trying to grasp this concept at home. I was actually reading the notes that you sent out about conscious beings that are supposed to be the angels, these conscious beings that are helping us receive a message to understand meaning, right? I'm not understanding how, I'm not making that connection because I feel like I have my own consciousness that's supposed to be helping me make meaning. I'm not connecting how that is, that the angels are the conscious beings that are like in my head trying to help me.
No.
I don't understand this.
Angels are called the broadcasters.
But
bringing the broadcast, like the waves, TV broadcasting waves or radio waves.
But isn't my own consciousness doing that?
No. If there was no broadcasting, your consciousness gets nothing by itself.
Okay.
If you don't read the book, what are you going to learn?
Yeah.
but the difference is, the importance is this. We have a few minutes, 2 minutes, inshallah. I define myself as body. And I define the book as papers and ink. I don't define myself as a receptor, and the book is the source of uh, broadcasting, and the meaning is transferred to me continuously. Let's say there's a radio station or television station. If they don't broadcast, what happens to the machine? Itself is there, but they are not broadcasting it. Nothing. So they have to send the message. Yeah. What is bringing the message to you? Okay, in the radio and TV, physical things that we see, radio waves are bringing them. Yeah. What is the vehicle which carries the meaning? Have you thought about it? It is very strange for us. What is the vehicle carries the meaning to me so that I receive it, process it, because I am if you like, endowed with the capacity to process the meaning, created with this capacity. If I am consciously communicating with it, otherwise, if I am listening to you, or if I am deaf. If you speak, it means nothing. I think after the prayer, we should carry on. The people are waiting, that we should stop for or pause for a while. Please. It's a very difficult subject.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة، قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى نارا الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
Assalamu alaikum ya Rasul. How are you? Some news not clear.
I think it's the issue.
Let's see. No.
No, we just turn it on and off.
I did. Did you catch it? I did.
It's picking it up. It's picking up this signal.
But it keeps saying searching, but never comes up. I didn't say
Some of
anything.
the wires in the back are loose.
Yeah.
People move it around. So some of the stuff wasn't plugged in properly.
So I think we can call it technician.
But I think we just try to see if we turn it off and on. So it works.
We did that. I think the wire, somewhere the wire is somewhere. There's a disconnection we have. Because it's very safe.
We're going to
If this now, this one was out in the right. That's what it is. Inshallah, it will solve the problem.
This means it's better for yourselves. Right across the street, beautiful park in the Bronx. One street away from all the courthouses, two blocks away from the stadium.
They were out because they were this connection and wires are there.
Yes.
This was connected there. That was the difference. You show that
With Earth.
Here, just now. I don't know where he went.
This is you.
You don't have this on your.
Compartmentalized. Of course, America at large is more.
It'd be like one of those for the kids. I'm not going to teach you.
And that's the first of all, university spaces of pretty thematically to understand. They call me a filmmaker. It's not complex. It's more specific. It's not necessarily but there's more immigration. It's communities are defined constantly. And there's a difference in the cultural and intellectual identity in terms of rural. It's very everything there. But to you, the challenge.
No, but it's.
Not working.
That's it.
You just try to do well on this back. Just press the little, see the little camera button? It's not on me right now, so you're just gonna come up here and click on the video. And it'll be back.
And how about the mute?
It's already in.
Ah, you leave it on?
Just let me just mute. I just
this audio.
Okay, but it looks, okay, cool.
Shall we start? Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Now, this is a difficult subject, very difficult. We are very hard because we are not used to seeing the world as always emitting, broadcasting meaning. That's why it's strange for us. We think that inanimate beings do nothing. They are there. Nothing is going on as far as they are concerned. And animate beings and plants, we like them, we don't like some of them. We don't know how. We don't know why. We don't think about it. And when it comes to us, we see something, we say we liked it, it is beautiful, it is ugly, it is tasty. We just think that it is just taken for granted concepts. Maybe if someone is materialistically minded, they may just reduce it to the functions of brain. What is brain? Is an element, is an organ in my body. Nothing more than this. So who is communicating through using the brain? This is like eye, for example. Eye is not the one who is the source of power of sight. There is something in me, which is my human quality, uses the tool of eye and sees it. If my spirit, my humanity, whatever you call it, my life is taken away from the eye, what does it see? Or is there any the power of sight operating there? No. You don't think that I am communicating through the tools like cameras, telescopes, microscopes, the physical examples, ears, systems. These are systems, eyes, tongue, nose, and they are receiving, they are receptors. And there is a process going on through the mind and brain as well. And there is a conscious being who is making sense of them and accordingly being affected. Enjoys it, laughs, cries, or runs away, says ugly, I don't like it. Who is not liking it? Your eye? Your brain cells? Who is getting excited? What is getting excited? Enjoying. You are using the tools like a machine, communicating it. Exactly the same thing is happening on the broadcasting side in the universe. On the other side, the matter itself is nothing, but like the book, I'm still keeping the book, like the book, paper itself is nothing, but the meaning has been loaded, the program of meaning has been loaded on it. So through the shapes of the ink, meaning is programmed. So this meaning is coming to you. Not the paper, not the ink. The meaning is coming to you when you consciously communicate, start communicating with it. If I am dead, if you put the book in front of my eyes, what happens? Nothing. If even it physically touches me, what happens? It's just ridiculous. Nothing. Ridiculous. Only if I am a receiver is able to function if the broadcasting sources communicate the meaning to me. The book has the meaning. The problem is there. The universe, the things in the universe what is the language? Are they loaded with meaning or not? The book is loaded with meaning. An atom is loaded. Okay, to understand this.
Usually what we do, because there's not a computer here.
The book is loaded, the meaning. The meaning doesn't come from the ink. Yeah, take it. Yeah. Yeah. The meaning doesn't come from the ink. Where does it come from then? When you see a piece of painting, it's beautiful. When you look at a piece of painting, do you like it? Some people put it on the wall because they like seeing it. They enjoy it. It means there is a communication. Some people pay thousands of dollars on one painting. Why? Because they see value in it. Do you think the value is only the paint, the quality of the paint itself, or the art? Which one?
The art.
The art. What is the art? Exactly like the meaning in this book.
Oh, yeah. They've been giving us.
Get it? We are not used to questioning what it is. Quran comes up with an interesting worldview that we may not be aware of almost at all. The universe is nothing a piece of art. Universe is nothing a piece of art.
Nothing but a piece of art. There's a
Yes,
piece here.
nothing but a piece of art. Thank you.
Yeah,
So, but a piece of
all it
art.
does is
Get
do
it?
HTML searching.
Carrying, broadcasting the meaning, broadcasting the quality, which is the meaning as well. It is meaningful for me.
So when I open up the back,
To me, through this art. The artist has manifested its quality in it, like the author has manifested its knowledge in it. But because the knowledge itself is so abstract, we cannot really touch it, but we are definitely aware of the existence of it. That is the point. The point is to be sure that that stuff exists. If you doubt that there's meaning in the book, it doesn't exist, okay, you can doubt that art piece has no quality. It has only paint. Example only.
I don't know if it looks for that. Like I feel like
So this worldview must be refreshed in our mind. We have to start thinking. When you see a small kitten, for example, or a baby, or let's say a squirrel, doing this interesting. People like it, don't they? They don't want to kill it. Why? Do you think the squirrel is really emitting something to you and affecting you? like a physical pain? No, there's no physical communication. Why do you think the mothers cannot leave their child, baby? Huh? What is the connection? There is no physical, there is no material connection whatsoever at all. Why do you like your mother, man? To keep calling her every week. What? At least once a week. Well, you every day. Why? Some people call it. What is it to do with it? It's another, if you like, collection of cells. You are another collection of cells, materially.
It's the same connection. Is there an HDMI port in there? There's not. On that one.
No.
Does anybody have a laptop with an HDMI port or anything with an HDMI port?
No. Does it? Is it thick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is.
Is it? Is the same? No, it's the okay. Now, we have to, first question, we have to understand that we should change our perception of the world. Only then the meaning that the Quran teaches us, the message that the Quran teaches us starts making sense. Otherwise, for example, we were going to read the verse we can read now. The verse says, yeah, thank you. الذين يحملوا العرش ومن حوله يسبحون بحمد ربهم. The things that carry the throne of God and the things around it, ومن حوله يسبحون بحمد ربهم, glorifying their Lord with praise. Right? Because I cannot prove that it is. So I'm just translating it, or rough translation. What does it mean? What is it talking about? Some things you can imagine 4, 5, 10, 20, 1,000, 1 million, and carrying the heavy throne chair, because God is sitting on it. Right? So God must be very heavy. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The creator's throne. What is the creator? Tell me. The artist. The artist. The art. Or somebody wanted to ask. I said, you wanted to ask a question and you are running now away.
Absolutely. No, I was going to add a comment, which was when you make I was going to make a comment, which was that because you made the metaphor of like why people buy art, and it's because they see meaning in the art. Well, a lot of people just buy art because they like the artist, or because they think that the artist, and that's the value that they put on it. And so I just thought that extending the metaphor to like Allah, it just makes even more sense, because the only meaning that you garner out of this art piece, like it can seem meaningless, or it can seem like completely vague and substantial and abstract, but because Allah made it, that is the ultimate artist, and that's the value.
How do you know that Allah made it if there was no art? So people like the art. That is how developed the love of artists. If you didn't have any art manifested before, and you experienced the art before, how would you love the artist? Yeah, that is Sunday school culture. So don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand. Lots of baggages are there. That's what we have to refresh ourselves here. So, no?
Yeah, we're trying to.
Okay, thank you. Oh, this one. So, this is very important that we should understand, we must understand that the universe is not like we see it.
There's nothing.
Yeah? They are communicating with us. All those things that Quran talks about, those things carry the throne of God, means carry the qualities of God on them, like a painting, carry the qualities of the painter on it. But the quality is the art. Yeah, but we don't think that we are communicating with the artist through the art. We don't think that. Although it is easy to see that, there's an art here, there is an art here to talk about it, but at the same time, do you think a bird, a squirrel, is less full of art than a painting? A baby is less full of art than a painting? How do you establish this relationship between you and the baby or anything, and maybe a tree out there, a bird, or whatever you see, clouds, stars? What are you communicating with that you like it, you dislike it? Who are you? Your body? Do you think the stars themselves, the constellations themselves, the atoms, the particles of the star? What are you communicating with? What is going on in between you and them? They are carrying something, aren't they? What are they carrying? The art, quality of the artist. And you are the one who is perceiving them, getting them, and processing them, and having an effect in you as a human being, not in your body, as a human being. Afterwards, the psychologists know that, afterwards, this psychological, or if you like, spirit, communicates with it, has an effect on your material body. You blush, your eye shape changes. Yeah, you get pleasant appearance or unpleasant appearance. You may start sweating, or the fearful appearance, fearful thinking. Yeah, your blood pressure goes up or down, whatever. But if there was no spirit, what happens? A dead body, you do something, what happens? Compared with a living being, is nothing. And human is nothing. So I am amazed to see that the Quranic description of this metaphoric teaching, which must be metaphoric, by the way. No. Oh.
No, I don't know what's wrong.
Okay.
He's gonna fix it tomorrow. This is Rosellas. When he
Yeah.
does it.
Where is he? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you for
Sorry,
your
sir.
time.
Sorry about that.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. It's not your mistake.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do it. Try your best. Thank
We'll
you.
do it tomorrow, sorry.
Inshallah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
Thank you. You really
I was
appreciate
just,
it.
So, because we are used to, when I speak, you hear, you understand something, whether you get excited, you're disappointed. You know, if you speak here in this class with the Sunday school culture, you get disappointed, inevitable. But I'm trying to make the distinction. Why? To make you aware that this cultural religion doesn't help you. You have to understand that. You have to get rid of this. Establish a conscious understanding of your own conclusion, your own satisfied conclusion, yourself, not imitating the cultural narrations that you heard. It is nothing to do with religion. It is just information. So how am I going to establish this? No one can help you. Only yourself can help you. So when you read these verses, you have to say that, look, the verses are saying something very strange. Don't say, I don't understand. You don't have to understand. Here it is, the translation. Oh, what's going on? Why doesn't it go? Huh? Well, okay, let me read it. They who bear. There is today we needed the video or projector. Okay, in explanation brackets, within themselves the knowledge of. That's the translation says. Okay, and the bracket, end of the bracket. Bear the throne of God's almightiness, as well as who are near it. Yeah, as well as who are near it. Extol their limitless glory and praise. The glory of the throne and those, the ones who carry the throne, as well as who are near it, extol their Lord's limitless glory and praise, and have faith in him. And those people also join this prayer. Those people who believe. Believe means, for example, the meaning is coming to me. I read it. And I learn it. And the meaning says something is this. And I learn it. I get excited. Oh, is it really so? So I start joining them. It's very interesting. When we studied this, when we were studying the commentary on the first chapter of the Quran, Fatiha, opening chapter of the Quran, when we say, we worship you, you alone, we seek help from you alone. Who are they? We. You and your perception of the creation. Perception of the creation. Because every individual has another perception of the universe. So you as a human being is you are worth only with, not with your flesh at all. So your understanding of the world, for example, let's say if you are a medical doctor, yeah, the knowledge of the medical doctor is this knowledge is with you. So you look at the matter, you speak with this knowledge. So when you say we worship you and we seek refuge from you, it means I understand that all my perception of the universe within me, I understand that everything in the universe acknowledges you as the source of our existence. Worship means acknowledgement. And we seek refuge with you, but if I need something, I understand that, for example, if something is not working properly, I say, please make me work properly, because you can correct my order of existence. For example, I may have some illness or something is wrong going on in me. What I do, I ask the creator to put it in order. The machine didn't work, so we ask the technician to put it in order. They couldn't put it. Thank you for being quiet. Thank you very much. Because people are distracted. Thank you. So, so we can ask only you, who is the creator of the universe, put it back into its perfect order. Yeah. Well, for example, when we say "Ihtina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim," this means we studied that. Hours and hours we study, so you can go and watch them. So whatever, I understand that when I communicate with the universe, that is my perception of the universe. Don't think that I am as I am. I have, of course, the materialistic worldview reduces everything in my memory. What is memory? When I die, what is memory? Huh? Okay. So me is different from my biological being, material being. So with this me carries the message as a repercussion, as a reflection of what I perceive from the universe. Do you see where we are going? Do you realize where we are going? Me is nothing apart from the universe. Now the universe is in me. How? All the meanings I get from the universe is within me. Although we haven't finished the verse at all, but we can go further. You understand that, we understand that if we have this world view, we solve the problem of being lonely. Being lonely is an artificial perception, not real. You think that you are lonely. Yeah. For example, here is the book. Yeah. The author is speaking to you here. Because you don't read it. You don't read it because your receptors are not receiving. You think that the author is not speaking to you. Get it? But in fact, is it true? The author is not speaking to you? It is encoded here. Author's knowledge is encoded here. It is an author is a created being, limited being. Not limited, really. Created being. So he might have dead by now, or he might somewhere else. He wrote it, he made the art and left. But how about the artist of the universe? Does he make the art and leave it? Leave the universe alone? Have you seen the universe? We studied this Hayyu Qayyum. The creator is Qayyum. It is the one who sustains its existence right now. It is not a static book. The universe is a, you carry on. The universe is a book, not static, but dynamic. Continuously, the artist, the author of the universe is continuously emitting, broadcasting its art qualities. In the name of the Quran, these art qualities are called, say,
Angels.
sorry?
The angels.
Transferred by angel. These art qualities are called Lahul Asma'ul Husna. All the beautiful art qualities, beautiful names, are from him, belong to him, and they are communicating to you, continuously alive, dynamic, high. That is, high means God is alive. Qayyum, continuously communicating with you. And if you don't listen, if you don't see, if you don't smell, if you don't taste, your TV machine is off. Broadcasting is there, but our TV machine is off. Doesn't receive anything. We say, I am alone. This is, as I always say, you can solve any of your problems only by referring to existential base. Existential base. In your own existence, you have this quality. Use it. If you don't use it, you become a turned off machine. Computer. Not the computer. Maybe computer. Turned off computer. What is it? When you turn the computer off, what is it worth? Nothing. Only when you turn it on, start receiving the information and transferring to you. It means we are the computers. If we turn ourselves off, saying that there is no meaning, there is no communication coming to me, I am alone, I exist by myself, that's it. Like a materialist people describe themselves. I exist myself. My existence is nothing but a biological being. It means matter. And of course, they are bound to be lonely. And they will say, I am here, you are there, me and the other. For a believer, is there any the other? The other? Tell me, is there any the other? Me and the other? What does it mean? Other means nothing. There is no other. Everything as I perceive it. Right? And when I perceive the message, I communicate with my Creator. When I communicate with my Creator, what happens? Everything brings news to me about my Creator, and I am in the presence of my Creator. continuously speaking to me, continuously exposing his qualities to me, and I am able, or I am created with the ability to communicate with this message, to receive them. And everything is a speech of my Creator to me. He's speaking to me. So you are if you like, concretized or concretized, become concrete or solidified message from my Creator to me. Your existence as a matter itself is like a book. Can I read the book and say that as I read it, I learned from the author, he taught me this. Am I right or wrong? Author taught me this when I read the text. Am I right or wrong? Wrong? Why? But the book is giving me the information. Is it? If the author did not encode the meaning in these shapes, forms of the ink, do you think the ink itself can be the source of the meaning?
The author is not there, though.
No, the author's quality is here, communicating with me.
It's the receptor. The receptor.
Sorry?
The receptor.
Yeah.
Is
So you receive it. It means author has put, because it's a human created being, but author has put his meaning, knowledge here, encoded it. When you get it, you get the knowledge author has put it. Right? If there was no author, there was no knowledge. This is an example in the created world. Whereas in the universe, it is a continuous communication. We have to go back to the videos where we study Al-Hayyu Al-Qayyum, Allahu, Ayatul Kursi. God is the one. Oh, but it's a long story. It's a long. How many videos we have, classes we had on Ayatul Kursi. So he is high, continuously speaking like the author. The author is dead. Yeah. But as far as this knowledge is concerned, static knowledge is concerned in the book, is author's knowledge, author's manifestation of the knowledge. But when we apply it to the universe, all universe is a continuously active, dynamic speech of my Creator communicating to me about his art qualities. It means Asma'ul Husna. He's teaching me, I am all powerful, I am all wise, I know everything, I can sustain everything. Don't you see? Here I am. Yeah. No, I am aware of you. I know what you understand. I made you. We can understand all this by looking at the universe. So in our discussion, we repeat one thing, that without communicating through the universe, one cannot communicate with the speech of the Creator of the universe. You wouldn't understand what it means. You would just imitate it. It's not religion, it's not belief, it's imitation. So you have to read the verse now. Let's read it. The translation of the verse. They all extol their Lord's limitless glory and praise, and those people who have faith in him also communicate with it. That's why we jumped into this subject, because as you understand it, you are charged with the information. If you like, you have copy-pasted in your human capacity and repeat it. Respond back. we worship you. Like the universe is worshiping, but this universe is now, if you like, in me. The universe is in me. I perceive them. So when you read the book, you get the meaning from the book. It is,
To behold.
it's you.
Behold.
It is in you. Do you understand? You have it. Now you conclude that, saying that the author is teaching me this. So the believers also glorify God. Believers also carry the throne of God. You understand now the hadith describes, do you remember the hadith now? Describes, I couldn't get into anywhere but the believer's heart is my throne. I had my throne in his heart. What does it mean? He's got understanding. That is there, I'm there. But how can you? Yeah, if you, it's not physical heart, eh? Human spirit, if you like. This is copying, if you like. I'm saying copying, but it's not copying. Perceiving the meaning, registering it in your spirit. Registering it in your spirit, it becomes your part. You understand now your perception? No, you don't, because it doesn't write
I
it.
don't understand what you mean by within me.
Sorry?
What do you mean by within me?
No,
The-
no, look.
The meaning is within. Do you mean internalize it? Like
Yeah, it's in you now, reflected in you now, like a camera.
But it's not
Right.
within me from the beginning, right? It's just it's the internalization.
But you have the potentiality. So like a camera. So when you open the camera and the declension or whatever you call it, shutter. When you click on the shutter, it takes it. It is there. Now the scenery, whatever appeared to be out there, is now in
Images in
the camera. Yeah? Oh, that's a physical one. No one gets the physical one. No, you know, I said that God is in my heart. Of course, the manifestation, the message, I perceived it, registered it in my spirit. I am with my Creator's manifestation.
So we have to turn on the receptor within ourselves through our perspective to grasp and to let this be whole.
If we sleep, we get nothing.
We can't be connected to
Yeah.
my everyday life, my senses, just the gifts of the glory, but to understand where they come from and attach
That's-
myself to that understanding.
That's why the Quran and the Hadith very, how do you say, secretly gives the word, uses the word believer's heart. And the believers carry the throne of God like the angels. Right? Angels carry the throne of, it means the meanings transfer to transfer the qualities of the Creator to me. Right? Sorry. The meanings come to me. Angels transfer this meaning, carry this meaning to me. Now, after I register them in myself, now I can say that I am with my Creator. Do you understand? Not physically, essentially, of course. For example, when I learned this book, totally, all the knowledge is here. I learned what I say. I carry the knowledge of the author with me, and I carry the author with me. That is the language, if you like. Metaphoric teaching of the Quran is this. Metaphoric speech of the Prophet is this. then God is in your heart. What does it mean? The quality is manifested in the universe. You receive them register in your being. So the book is here, the author is there, but I say the author's knowledge is in me. Huh? So that is the metaphor we have to understand. I don't mean that the author physically is in me. It is ridiculous to understand in this way. So the Quran also says the believers also carry the throne of God. Oh, it's beautiful. You can carry. If only the machine must be turned on. So, and ask for forgiveness for all who have believed. How they are now asking these angels, the believers, ask forgiveness. Why? Of course, this deep subject, very deep subject. But we can understand now because the foundations are there today. So asking for forgiveness means, for example, if I say, I am alone, huh? The message comes to me continuously, say, no, you are not alone, you are not alone, you are not alone. Yeah? If I have a misconception of the universe, that is my misinterpretation. I'm free to interpret the message anywhere. The universe's message continues to correct me. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. That is asking for forgiveness. Bringing the message to you to correct you, to put you on the right path. Continuously comes to you. As if the student may be trying to solve a problem here on the whiteboard or blackboard, whatever. Yeah. And if he or she makes a mistake, the teacher says, no, it's wrong, it is wrong, it is wrong. Correct it. The universe's message continuously whispers to me, if you like, correct message must be like this. Don't make mistakes, sin, asking for forgiveness. When you correct it, you are forgiven. Yeah? Do you understand? That is the right message. Continuously, the universe emits. Yeah, right message. That is what we understand. Believers also, if I say something wrong, you know that it is wrong. What do? You say, no, it is wrong. You say, no, it's wrong. You just remind me continuously how I should make it right. Right? The universe does this, angels does this, believers do this.
If I'm listening.
Sorry?
If I'm listening.
If I am listening, I will hear. If I don't listen, yeah. I'm trying to solve a problem, and I close my ear saying that I am self-sufficient, I don't need anybody's help. That is, I can decide what is right, what is wrong. And even everybody shouts here, I hear nothing because my machine is not on.
Sounds so lonely.
Yes, I am lonely, you see? So there are lots of books who are dealing with loneliness, and there are lots of books, how are we going to do with the other? Quran says, excuse me, there is no other. Oh man, this is completely new. It was new to me. I'm sure it is new to you. There is no other. So it doesn't mean that they don't exist. No. In fact, you should not alienate yourself from anything. Everything is your friend. Everything is your helper. Everything are angels. Everything is angel. Speaking to you, bringing news, good news to you. That's why all the qualities of the artist are described in the Quran as al-asma al Husna. They are all good for you. How about the name of Qahar? Good for you. Qahar, the destroyer. Good for you. The one who punishes. Good for you. Because you are not making a mistake. Why do you bother? Let's say the parliament or, I don't know, house passed a law and saying that, you know, the thieves must be imprisoned 10 months or 10 years. Okay, law. If you are not a thief, does this law bothers you and makes you happy? Which one? Tell me the truth.
It makes me happy I'm not a thief.
If you are not a thief, you understand? So the code of punishment is a source of happiness for you. If you are not a thief. But again, your creator is very merciful. Don't worry about it. You made a mistake. Yeah. You have stolen something. And the law passed and you fall into the capacity of the law. Now you are going to be put in 10 years imprisonment. Oh, it is bad for you. The court cannot forgive you, but your creator promises that he will forgive you. As long as you admit that it was a mistake, I should not have done it. Promise. So when we see this promise in our own existence, we have discussed this before. If someone makes a mistake to you, harms you somewhere, and then comes to you and begs you that it was a mistake, I should never have done it, please forgive me, what do you do? Yourself.
Forgive him.
Forgive. That is your creator's beautiful name manifesting in you. That's a forgiver. Right? Teaching you who your creator is. You see, the creator's quality of forgiving is in you. You get it? It seems to be the completely different things. They are not real. And of course, it seems to be, it has nothing to do with religion. Religion means, you know, there are laws and principles. You have to do this and that. And if you do that, you will be rewarded. We are not talking about the reward anything. We are talking about the essence of everything. You can solve the problem from the root. And if you really understand that stealing is wrong, but you've done it. If we are human beings, you know, I do a lot of mistakes, yeah? Sinning, a lot. So neglectful attitude, everything. But it was wrong. I admit. So next time you incline to be yourself, incline to not do it. Right? Because we admit that this is a mistake. That's how we are encoded with. That's why forgiveness opens the path to correcting yourself. It's a correction center. It's a correction factor. Correcting factor. That's why God encourages. Don't be afraid of your sinning. No. Just ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness. That is a correction there. Because the purpose of existence is correcting your mistakes. Huh? So we are created with the capacity to make mistakes or turn the TV off. So if you say, I shouldn't turn it because the machine, you know, receives, there is a broadcasting going on. There is a broadcasting going on. Why should I miss it? Let me turn it on. All right. You correct it yourself. It works. It's very simple. I feel that if you don't make religion or this kind of description of the Quranic message into a mysterious things that I don't understand. They say there are some angels. How many of them? 8 of them, 10 of them, 20 of them, 1,000 of them, 1 million of them. I don't know what they are, but they say so. If you don't turn it into a mysterious, I don't know, mystic or not mystic, really, mythological figures, mythology, then religion becomes alien to you and you cannot really confirm it. You say, they say so, I have no reason not to believe in it. I believe everything, finished. And forget about it, you are still alone. Yeah, you are still alone. And then you keep praying and going to the psychological therapist or the psychologist. You pray, you fast, go to the psychologist. So why? Well, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming anybody. Don't worry about it. But at the same time, the reality is such that the reason we don't understand the metaphoric teachings of the Quran must speak in a metaphoric language. It cannot speak. God should not speak in a very concrete, like mathematical formulas. It must speak in a descriptive way, so that everybody, according to his capacity, will get something out of it. Metaphor, interpret the metaphor according to his capacity, according to his level of understanding. That's why you cannot find very definitive language in the Quran. So there are some numbers, but you find, for example, in one place that we sent 200 angels, in another place we sent 100 angels, 1,000 angels. Which one? The number is not important. So we help you according to what you deserve to be in this world conditions. So let's finish this. How do they pray now? Or the believers also pray, huh? For the believers. It means if I make a mistake, you correct me. Yeah. If I make a mistake, the message coming from the universe corrects me. They all are there. If only, you keep saying this very rightly so, the receptors are open. Otherwise, you get nothing. Yeah. We have to open, inshallah. Inshallah, we will do that. Oh, our Lord, you embrace all things within your grace and knowledge. Acknowledge that. You know everything. Yeah? You are everywhere. You know everything. I communicate with you. Everything with your grace, and everything is from you. Everything is the grace from you. I am getting the message continuously. Yep. Forgive them their sins unto those who repent and follow your path. It means whose TV machine is on unto them. So when you turn the TV machine on, it starts communicating the broadcasting to you. Yeah, it says it was wrong. It was wrong. If I say, for example, if I say everything happens by itself, which is the usual language of this century, everything is natural. The universe says, I cannot be, I cannot be, I cannot be. Yeah, that's for asking for correction. Asking for correction. Is there anything which demonstrates that it is coming into existence accidentally? It's a very challenging question. No one, no materialist, philosopher, scientist, whatever they are, can demonstrate that one thing came into existence in this world accidentally. Impossible to demonstrate it. Everything is within a perfect order of according to order of the whole cosmos. nicely, perfectly located in its right time, right position. No one can say that, "Oh, it happened to be here accidentally by itself." No one. Those people who keep saying that, you know, I don't know, the language they use, it is just a made up story to me. Adaptation, the things adapt themselves by themselves. What are they? Themselves, huh? What are they? How they can adapt? Even I cannot adapt myself as a conscious being to my environment as a physical being. I cannot do that. So anyway, we know that the universe continuously comes with the correcting news. That's a forgiveness, asking for forgiveness, correcting you. When you correct yourself, you are forgiven. Don't say that God, your creator is like the judge here in the court. The judge doesn't forgive you, but cannot forgive you because he is bound by the law. But the creator of the universe is the legislator of the law, not bound by the law. So, okay, and preserve them from suffering through the blazing fire. It means, of course, if you keep making mistakes, you are in loneliness, meaninglessness. You are in the blazing fire. You have no solution for your expectations. None of your expectations will be satisfied if you don't see that the Creator is continuously correcting you. And communicate yourself and correct yourself. You find yourself where? Contradicting your reality, your expectations. Your human reality expects what? Ultimately, eternal happiness. Yeah? Is there anything in and of itself can solve or satisfy my need of eternal happiness in this world? Your beloved mother, what happens to her? She? Sorry?
She dies?
Does she really? Do you really believe that? Huh? Do you really believe that? She dies? Come on, ask me, tell me. Yes? Yes. So she is not the source of compassion that you expect, huh? Don't worry. So your state, what happens to the empires? Huh? What happens to the kings? What happens? They all die. Yeah, the matter itself by itself cannot do anything to you, but the angels extract the meaning from them and brings the news of the artist of that thing. So the angels put them in connection with your Creator. Otherwise, the thing itself cannot do anything. To me, by themselves, of course. So the Creator is sending the message continuously to me. So we understand that fire is within my perception or misperception of the creation. I contradict myself. So while I am always covered up, encompassed by angels, I say, everything is wrong with me. I am alone. It is a fire for you, for your human qualities. It really continuously harms, if you like, hammers on you, saying that no, it shouldn't be. That is fire. Yeah? Why do you put yourself in fire? Just communicate, see. The meaning coming to you is very easy. So, we finish the verse 5. So are you afraid of the verse which mentions about fire, or are you happy? If you see that wrong, the mistake, for example, if you are in a room, come there, and there is a note saying that there is a switchboard here. If you touch your hand, you will get electrical shock and you will die. Oh, it is giving me the news of death, huh? Is it good or bad? Do you get it or not? Did you get the question? No. No. Sorry? Okay. Now, there is an electrical connection, something there, and somebody puts a note there, says, don't mess up with these wires because there are live hot wires. If you touch them, you will get electrical shock and die. Right? So, do you think this, of course, there is a news of death. Eh? Yeah. Do you think this news of death is good for you or not? To know that. The Quran says if you don't believe in God, if you keep repeating the mistakes, if you don't communicate through my angels, if you don't have my the consciousness of my existence, you will be in fire. Is this news good or bad? Bad. I need this warning. I am a human being. In my capacity, I need this warning. And even if you see that there are hanging wires here, and you may touch them, and if there's a hole in this street, okay, there is no warning. There is no warning. You are driving, and you fall into it. What do you say? Where are these people who didn't put sign here, warn me that if you drive here, you will die? You didn't tell me. You complain. When we read the Quran mentioning about fire, why don't we get happy? Because it is a warning. We need it. So we shouldn't fall into that mistake. That's why the angels are always reminding us, if you don't listen to us, you will be in fire. The language of the Quran is very, very mysterious. Why don't we understand the Quran in this way? Have you ever thought of this question like this? Huh? Yes or no?
No.
No. The reason is not something is wrong with you. No. 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 Because the traditional cultural religion blocks the way to understand the Quran. That is the danger. You have never been exposed to this. It is strange. It was strange for me, and I understand it is strange for you as well. You will say, I never thought of the word like this. Why? Not because you were not smart enough. You were never given the opportunity to think that Quran teaches like that. You symbolize everything, turn it into story, or the metaphoric language becomes a concrete, not metaphors, but real concrete. There are some things carrying a heavy load of God, arch, throne of God, and God is too heavy. Millions of angels are carrying it, and they must be very tired by now. And this image gives you an understanding that this religion doesn't make sense. But How can I deny it? I don't know. Leave it alone. So, okay. Pray 5 times a day. Wait for Ramadan to fast, and then you are done. Okay, try not to steal, but official stealing is okay. But formal person from personal pocket is not okay. No, it's a pickpocketing. Or how do you say? Pickpocket? Yeah, is not okay. Otherwise, you can cheat with the salary or your income or something. It's all right. It is official. Yeah? It's legally acknowledged, and then I'm saved. That's what we understand from religion. Unfortunately, we don't have time. We have to stop. I know because we spend a lot of time and we gave a break for Salat Maghrib. These are the verses. Ghafir, 40th chapter of the Quran, verse 7, 8, and 9. We studied only 8. Sorry, 7. 8 and 9 we didn't study, but goes on the same line. But if you grasp the methodology, how we should understand the metaphoric teaching of the Quran, and why is it necessary to be metaphoric, don't blame. It has to be metaphoric, so that everybody will understand according to his own capacity. So you can understand the rest of the 2 verses on the same line of following the methodology. Yep. And then we have no time anyways, but at the same time, inshallah, next week we will start, because these are mind-blowing, deep reflection subjects. Next week, it won't have a very difficult subject, it's a little bit practical. So I said, let's have a light subject next week, inshallah. All right? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you for being nice. And think about it. If you have further questions, bring them to me, please. Any further questions? Because it is a completely different worldview. And it seems to be nothing to do with religion. Yeah, but it is the core of religion. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amen. Thank you. Jazakumullah. Thank you very much for your patience.